What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about update that we have, and it's quite a lot. You will have a full article in the link below, so you can check it out yourself. I will try to show as much as possible in the game. Obviously, we have a new dungeon, as you can see. Uh, Now we have what to do with Philosopher's Stone. As you can see in new dungeon on hard level, it's 6% chance of getting it. You don't get it from other bosses, just from the main one. And on normal, you will have a chance of getting it like 3%. So why do you need this stone? Now we can morph this stone over here. I already did it. So we'll have to show you like this. Where is it? Here we go. You get sealed stone from the dungeon, then you unsealed it like this, and you can use it to open additional bonus on your weapon. For example, right over here we go to soul binding and can use soul fused. Also, it will cost you 1 million kina, as you can see. It requires 2 philosopher stones, and you will get an additional bonus on your gear. You can see I did it already on my weapon over here. Here it is. I've got a crappy bonus so far, but it's pretty useful. So there is that. Quite a bit of difference this will make. Also, they increased the amount of Adili you can get from both shop over here. As you can see, it's now 5 per character per week and 8 per server per week. And the same can be said about the Adili you can morph, as you can see over here. Now it's 8 per server and 5 per character. So if you're playing one character, you will now have not 14 Adili energy boosts, but 26, which will increase your Kina farming quite a bit. Another interesting change is that they added new item you can morph. I think it's in special. I think it should be in gear, yeah, gear material. Here it is. Now you can use dungeon drops with this magical breast to craft these cores, so-called, as you can see, true Dragon Lord core, which means you can use it in a true Dragon Lord weapon to craft it. You get this breath, I guess, from seasonal shop. You can only buy 4 per server per season, but they are pretty cheap, only 8,000 OS coins. Then you craft whatever core you need, and you can use them in a new crafting recipes. This is an old recipe that required artisan weapon, and this is a new recipe you can use this core. So it makes crafting this a little bit easier, but this will make this crafted gear much more cheaper now because it's not needed as much. Another big change is about PvP and Abyss. First of all, now we can buy medals with Abyss points. They're limited to 10 per week and by your rank, as you can see. But you can now easily obtain enough to make yourself at least a second grade gear of your Centurion. Someone will obviously go for Tribunus, but High Commander is still unavailable because it requires insane amount of Abyss points, not to mention medals. You can also morph these medals over here. Here we go. As you can see, you can make platinum ones, gold one out of gold ones out of silver ones, and well, silver is an old recipe that you require fragments. Compensation chance of failure. This is actually pretty fun. Also, now we don't lose Abyss points on death, but we will be losing ranking, which will actually fix ranking of the bots. They will lose their rank real fast. And well, if you do die a lot, you will too, though. So there is that. Also, they finally synchronized artifact sieges. Now they are going off at the same time, which will make it much harder for a dominating side, well, to one side to dominate them all. So we will have a chance of winning actually artifacts and achieving making those achievements, which will yield you another medals. Also, even if you lose all three artifacts on the in the lower abyss, for example, you will still get the chance to go inside to farm abyss points. Now they will give you, I don't know how many entrances, but they will be at your stronghold. And the last important change is they made enhancing heroic gear or orange gear, as I call it, like this one, much cheaper. It was pretty much the same until plus 15, but up from plus 15 to plus 20, it was insanely expensive. And like, well, the price was astronomical. You can actually see in the patch notes how much it costed and how much it costs now. Here it is. It costed 1 million. Now it's gonna be 600. And the chance also increased a lot. It was 20%, now it's 65%, from 15 to 16, and so on. This is the change that they did. This is pretty much it. I think I covered the most important changes. So now you know. See you later, alligator.